Good day! On today's video I will show you how to fit a service door like this one. Before to fit a galvanized door, we will need to consider a few things. In my case, I need to replace this. But in your case, it might be different. You may need to replace it. It's possible that you don't have one at all. You simply have a wall. You need to make a hole into it, place the door. Or it's possible as well that you want to change for another door, maybe bigger, smaller, whatever, okay? So first thing to consider will be obviously the size. The size, that's very important. Doors comes in many different shapes and size. So what I've done, I've measured it, and to avoid a lot of work, I've picked one that's basically more or less the same size. So all I need to do basically is to take it off. Now I will show you the example if you need to cut the wall and basically fit the door inside, or if you need to place a bigger door. You will need to measure the inside frame, okay, not the lip, the inside frame from here to there, okay. Once you've got this and the height as well, you will basically reproduce it on the wall. Make sure it's nice and straight and level. You mark it, and then you will use an angle grinder like this one, and basically you will cut the wall, okay. Once it's cut, then basically it will be straightforward, just like what I'll do with that door, okay. In my case, to change that door, I will simply remove it. I will leave basically the frame on the wall as it is at the moment, okay, because it's easier to work with the door off, okay. So as it's been forced at the bottom, I will see if I can basically open it, lift it up. If I can't, I will use an angle grinder, cut this at the bottom and take it off. Then we will remove the frame. Door is now removed, and I need to remove the frame. Normally frames have what we call hold fast. It's like a little leg that goes into the block to make sure it holds properly. So in order to remove that, you will either use a crowbar if you've got one. If not, you can use as well an angle grinder and then remove it by sections. It's for you to see, okay. It will depend of your situation, okay. Looking at the frame itself, it looks like the person that fitted this before never placed the legs. So for me, it will be straightforward, taking it off, and that will be it, okay. But I can see that the wall itself has incurred damage. We can see the cement unglued, and why it unglued? Highly likely because he placed too much sand and not enough cement. So that's what happened, okay. So basically I will have to rebuild this. That will not be your case, okay. Just worry about removing the frame. What we will do now, we'll take a chisel and a hammer, and we'll remove all the excess cement that's inside. So like that, we'll have a clean cut. perfect, all is clean now on each side. The problem I had here, I've just rebuilt it and I've made some very strong cement, so I'm okay, but you won't have that problem, okay? So what I will do now, before to carry on, is to basically try to fit the door, okay? Just to make sure the size is correct, because sometimes we take measurements and sometimes we go wrong, we don't know why, okay? So the door should fit, and we should have a little bit of space on each side, okay? So like that, when it's fitted, we can fill with some either some foam or some cement, okay? So I will try and fit the door now and see what happens. Okay. At the same time, you see where we got the hold fast, I've just bended it just like if it was open, and I've made a very tiny mark on the door, okay? So like that, if it fits, I can mark the wall where I need to make the cut, okay? So like that, this saves you time. Okay. So if the hold fast are a problem, you push it in. Okay, look, it all by itself, okay? So that's just fantastic. So what I've said, with the marks that I've made one here, one there, one, I don't know, here, okay? So what I will do, I will use a pen, a marker pen like this one, permanent marker, and I will mark very highly visibly, and I will cut with an angle grinder where the hold fast should go, okay? Once it's cut, I will place again the door, place the hold fast inside, make sure it's nice and level, and then we can fit it permanently with the cement, okay? Now that we have made our mark on the block, okay, we're gonna cut it with an angle grinder, okay? So let's go. That's it, all is done now. So we're gonna do the same thing now. We're gonna place the door again, but this time the hold fast, we're gonna open it, make sure they fit inside, and we're gonna place the door. Once it's placed, we're gonna level it. Okay, we're great. The only thing is there's a little bit of play here at the top. So you see, when I press it, it goes like that. When I press it and I check the level, it's perfectly vertical, so that's great. I'm very happy with that. So obviously I want the door to stay like that. So what I will do, I will use the old door and I will put it against, okay? So like that, the door will stay like that, okay? You've seen that the hold fast, I've bended it a little bit, so it goes in, okay? All of them. So like that, it will be better when I will place the cement, okay? Now, before I place the cement, obviously, I will just make sure that this is vertical, okay? Because if it's not, the door will open, but it will tend to or open itself or close itself, okay? So I will check that first, okay? So once it's all checked, level, door against, then I will make some cement and I will start filling all this. and then I will leave it for the day, and tomorrow we'll open the door and we'll fill the inside. Okay, I'm not too sure if you can see the level here, but I'm against the door and we pretty neat. Okay, so that's cool. I'm happy with that. So now time to fill some cement. It's a new day. Everything is now dry. It's perfect. So now let's open the door with the door handle has been given and see what happened. Okay, it holds perfectly. Let's try and close it. Perfect. You see, that's why it's so important to have the door absolutely vertical, because if you don't, the door will either open or close. But here we can see it's not moving, it stays as it is, and when we close it, it's just perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna fit the door handle and the lock, and we're gonna finish a bit of cement on the inside. To fit the lock, we're gonna use a star screwdriver, because we've got that screw that goes here, and the lock itself, you will see the key. We can't keep it straight to put it in. We have to put it slightly tilted, so like this will be inside. Okay, once you're happy with it, you place it in. As you can see, it's very straightforward. Then we place the screw and we tighten it. Now for the door handle, we've got the two covers, okay, that we place on each side, you see, and the handle itself. But as you can see, we have to place some screws. So make sure the screws goes on the inside of the door, so like that nobody can fiddle with it. Okay, so we place it like so, right, and now we fit the door handle. Okay, and all I have to do is to fit the screws here, and that will be done. Once fitted, we obviously check that it works perfectly. We place the key in. Perfect. That's great. Once you have filled the inside of the door with cement as well, that's it, the job is done. Okay, so I hope that you have liked the video. I hope it's useful to you. Subscribe to the channel if it's not done so, and we'll see each other in the next one. Take care.